These facts sound fake, but they are completely real. And by the end of this video, you're going to question everything you thought you knew. Let's start with your brain. Your brain runs on about 20 watts of power, which is roughly the same as a dim light bulb. That means every thought you've ever had, every memory, every idea is powered by less energy than it takes to light a small room. And here's something even stranger. You can't tickle yourself. No matter how hard you try, it just doesn't work. That's because your brain predicts the sensation ahead of time and cancels the response. Your brain is basically too smart to fall for its own tricks. Now let's zoom out to Earth. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Scientists estimate around 3 trillion trees on our planet, compared to about 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy. Let that sink in. Forests are more numerous than the stars above you. Now let's talk about animals, because nature gets even weirder. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. And their blood isn't even red. It's blue because it uses copper instead of iron to carry oxygen. But that's not even the craziest ocean fact. There's a tiny creature called the Mantis shrimp, and it has one of the fastest punches in the animal kingdom. Its strike is so fast that it creates a bubble that briefly reaches temperatures nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. Yes, a shrimp can generate heat comparable to a star. And cows? They have best friends. Studies show cows form close bonds with specific individuals, and they actually get stressed when separated. So yes, cows can miss each other. Now let's move to food. Honey never spoils. Jars of honey found in ancient Egyptian tombs, over 3,000 years old, are still perfectly edible today. That's because honey has natural preservatives that prevent bacteria from growing. And here's a weird one. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't. Scientifically, berries must develop from a single flower with 1 ovary, which bananas do. Strawberries don't meet that definition. So the fruit you thought was a berry isn't. And the one you didn't is. Now let's go back to space for a second. Space is completely silent. No explosions, no sound, nothing. That's because sound needs a medium like air or water to travel, and space has neither. So if you were floating next to a star exploding, you wouldn't hear a thing. Now let's mess with your sense of time. The Tyrannosaurus rex lived closer in time to humans than it did to the Stegosaurus. The Stegosaurus lived around 150 million years ago, while T-Rex lived about 65 million years ago. Humans appeared much closer to T-Rex than T-Rex did to Stegosaurus. History isn't what it feels like. And here's another timeline twist. Sharks existed before trees. Sharks have been around for over 400 million years, while the first trees appeared around 350 million years ago. So sharks were already swimming in the oceans, before forests even existed. Now here's something that sounds impossible. There's a species of jellyfish that is biologically immortal. It can revert back to its younger form after reaching adulthood, essentially restarting its life cycle. In theory, it can do this over and over again, forever. Now let's get even more abstract. Right now, you feel like you're touching something. Your phone, your chair, your hands. But technically, you're not. Atoms repel each other due to electromagnetic forces. So when you touch something, your atoms are actually being pushed away by the atoms of the object. You've never truly touched anything in your entire life. You're just constantly hovering at an incredibly small distance. Now let's go back to your body for a second. Humans actually glow in the dark. Our bodies emit a tiny amount of light due to chemical reactions in our cells, but it's about 1,000 times too faint for our eyes to detect. So technically, you are glowing right now. You just can't see it. And here's another brain-related fact. Your brain named itself. Think about that. The organ responsible for giving names to everything gave itself a name. Now let's talk about numbers that are hard to comprehend. There are more possible games of chess than atoms in the observable universe. The number of possible chess games is estimated to be around 10 to the power of 120. while the number of atoms in the universe is estimated to be around 10 to the power of 80. That means chess is more complex than the universe itself, at least mathematically. Now here's a geography fact. The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth wasn't directly measured on the ground. It was detected by satellites over parts of Iran, where surface temperatures reached extreme levels, hotter than most deserts ever recorded by traditional thermometers. Now let's go back to animals for one last set of facts. Wombats have cube-shaped poop. Yes, actual cubes. Scientists believe this helps prevent it from rolling away, especially in their natural habitats. And dolphins have names for each other. They use unique signature whistles to identify individuals, almost like human names. So dolphins don't just communicate, they call each other. And finally, here's one last thought to leave you with. Everything you've ever experienced, every sight, sound, and memory, has only ever existed inside your brain. Your entire reality is just electrical signals being interpreted in your mind. So in a way, your whole world exists inside your head. And that might be the craziest fact of all.
Thanks for exploring the universe with us. Keep your curiosity in orbit, tap subscribe,